My fiance thought I was crying about the wedding seating chart. I wasn't. I was crying about the VLOOKUP formula that was supposed to be managing the seating chart. It had crashed. Again. And in doing so, it had just seated my vegan cousin at the same table as my cattle rancher uncle. I was a junior developer. My job was literally to solve problems with code. Yet here I was, drowning in a sea of conflicting spreadsheets for what was supposed to be the happiest day of my life. One for RSVPs, one for meal choices, one for gifts, one for the B-list. It was chaos. That night, fueled by cheap wine and pure frustration, I spun up a new project. I wasn't trying to build a business. I was just trying to save my sanity. I wrote a simple Python script with a bare-bones web front end. It was ugly, but it worked. It was one single place where a guest could RSVP, pick their meal, and list their +1. On the back end, it took that data and let me drag and drop names onto a seating map, automatically flagging conflicts like vegans and ranchers. I called it I Do Data. My maid of honor, Jen, saw it and her eyes went wide. She was in 3 other weddings that year and was living the same spreadsheet nightmare. She begged me for the link. So I bought a $10 domain, cleaned up the interface just enough so it wasn't a total embarrassment, and sent it to her. She sent it to her bride friends. They sent it to their friends. 2 weeks later, I got an alert that my tiny $5 a month server was hitting its traffic limit. People on wedding forums were talking about it. They were calling it a lifesaver. On a whim, I spent an afternoon integrating a Stripe checkout page. I put up a paywall, $25 for 6 months of access. I figured it would cover the server costs and maybe buy me a few coffees. I went to bed and forgot about it. When I checked the next morning, I had made $400. By the end of the week, it was $5,000. By the end of the month, it was more than my actual developer salary. I never intended to build a 6-figure SaaS business. I just wanted to stop my cousin from getting a lecture on the merits of ribeye steak. It turns out the best business ideas don't come from trying to build an empire. They come from trying to solve a problem so annoying you'd do anything to make it go away, even if it means accidentally coding your own solution.